In today's video, the sun hits my compositions both at the same time. I panic, throw my camera down, and go on with what I'm doing. I suggest you wait for the end of the video just to see where I end up. It is epic. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I am at Loch Tulla, which is on the way to GLENCOE. GLENCOE is actually just that way, but I've stopped here. A relatively sparse area, but Loch Tulla is pretty awesome. The scenery round about it's pretty awesome, so I've had to cross the bridge of Orchy to get here. So on the way back out, it'll be wellies on and into the water. But I've only been here 2 minutes and I've already got the first shot. So here it is, and I'm just about to take another one because the sun is just splitting the sky. Well, even for a local, not a local to this area, but even for someone that's lived in Scotland all their life, the midges are pretty bad here. Wow. I've retreated from the bog that I was standing in. There were far too many midges, it was not worth it. Don't have my midgie net. One bit of advice if you ever come to Scotland, more particularly the west coast of Scotland, get a midge net. It will save you frustration and complete and utter regret of ever stepping outside the front door or your car. I'm going to walk around the loch a little bit, see how close I can get to the loch, because it seems to be fenced off by the farmer. Obviously he's got cattle, etc, so I'm going to go have a wee look. So I've set up another composition. I'm just waiting for the sun to break a little bit. I've finally got away from the midges. The wind's picking up a little bit, so that'll keep them away, thankfully. Yeah, so the sun is quite high over those mountains behind you, but the sky's still quite cloudy. So just waiting for a break in the clouds. Tip these trees, all the mountains behind, but I'll see if I can show you my composition. So I'm recording it on screen. Well, I'm trying to, I think I am, so I'll put it up on the screen if it works properly. But you can see, well, there's my finger, I've got the telephoto lens on, so these trees here are obviously the midground. Well, not obviously, they are the midground. Foreground is the grass. I was trying to get the river in, but it just won't work. The composition won't work with the river in, so I'm going to end up cropping this probably just a little bit tighter, and probably just take the bottom, you know, of the bottom third of the photograph out. Maybe a 16:9 probably. But those trees there, the ones that I just showed you in the video, if it worked, those are the trees that I'm waiting to get a bit of sunlight on. So I'm going to wait. Look at the sun. Look at the light behind me on these mountains. It's unreal. But I just can't get down to the loch. So there's a river here. I'm going to stick the wellies on. I'm going to wait for this composition first anyway. See what this brings. I've changed this composition just slightly. The tree on the left hand side is over here. This tree here was just getting lost in the forest behind it to the left hand side. I've tried to come a wee bit further left to try and get some contrast between that tree and the kind of forest in the left hand side. So its composition is just the same, just moved slightly. So I'm still undecided about this. I might move even further. If I go down towards the river, then the trees in the middle of the frame here, these ones, they completely disappear behind that little hill. I just don't know if it's worth it. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll apologise just now for the amount of cuts that are in the video. I've changed the composition 4 or 5 times. I've only moved maybe 5-6 metres, purely to get the contrast between that tree on the left hand side that I showed you. I've got it as good as it's going to get. I've managed to actually find a foreground now in the river. There's a big rock, or a big boulder, whatever you want to call it. And then that's it. I'm just waiting for the light. Just waiting for the light. While I'm waiting for these trees, while I'm waiting for those trees to get some sunlight, the trees behind me are starting to get some light now. And that's exactly where the car park is, and it's just a little tiny forest. So turned the tripod around, and that's what I'm trying to get. The sun's just starting, the clouds are just starting to break now, so hopefully I get this shot, and then the sun's coming on these trees. Oh no, I'm turning. Disaster. Oh, I just completely threw the camera down there waiting to get this shot, and the sun didn't even hit the trees. Jeez. Didn't mean that. Well, I don't know. I'm right in the middle. I think it's going to get these trees first. I'm just going to wait. I'm here all day. So I got that shot. Did realise one thing. My 70-300 telephoto, it was old when I got it. I got it second hand off MPB. It's just not up to it anymore. So instead of a new camera, I think I'll treat myself to a new telephoto. I was thinking about going mirrorless, but I shoot in a Canon 6D Mark II, 26 megapixels, so it should do me just now. A new telephoto lens, maybe a 100-400 maybe. I think that'll stand me in good stead for a wee while. I'm just walking further around River Orchy, just see if there's any more compositions, which I dare say there will, considering the light that we're getting and the fact that I'm looking down in towards GLENCOE. What more could you want? So I'll see you at the next composition, which is right in front of me probably. So the composition I said I thought I found, I hadn't. There's a culvert just to the right hand side of the frame. I didn't like it, so it's not really, it wasn't really a main subject of it anyway, or it wasn't a very good composition, so I've left it. So going back to the car, going going to go to the other side of Loch Tulla. Tulla? I'm going to call it Tulla, it sounds better. See what we get there, because the clouds are not moving from the top of those mountains or hills over there, so I think it's round the corner to River Orchy. I know this is River Orchy, but another part of River Orchy. River Orchy, that's hard to say fast. See what we get round there and get the wellies on. Well folks, I didn't mean to shout. Well, Loch Tulla was a bust, if I'm perfectly honest. So I'm going to finish this video, but I'm going to finish it off with something rather spectacular. Just bear with me while I get out of breath up to this wee viewpoint, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Well, what a way to finish the video. Spectacular GLENCOE mountains behind me. Still a little bit of snow on the very, very tops, which is amazing considering how hot it is, but it's obviously freezing up there. There's nothing else for it. It's going to have to be a panoramic, isn't it? It's going to have to. Don't know if I've got any battery left in the drone. Great. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and have my lunch and take in the view. If I do get any drone footage, then here it is. But I'm going to sign off the video by showing you the pictures that I get here. And thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you did like the video. If you didn't, just give it a thumbs up and you don't need to subscribe and be bothered by me again. Anyway, on to the next video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.